Video games. A passion for some, a job for some, and an escape for some, where they can vent their frustrations by breaking their controllers and screaming slurs into a microphone. We all know the stereotypes about gamers, how they look, how they act, how often they shower, but you can actually categorize gamers based off of what games they play. Now, do I know what those categories are? Absolutely not, but we're going to find out together today because otherwise I don't have a subject for this week's video. Welcome back to Keith's Knowledge Corner, and this week we're going to be going over what the video games you play say about you. Call of Duty. This was one of the first games you owned, and because of that, you were raised screaming slurs into the Xbox mic. You're the type of person to be completely complacent with the basics of life. You settled down in a long-term relationship with the first person who even gave you a spark of attention, and your life never changes, and every year you get the same mediocre birthday sex, and even though you know that it's going to suck, for some reason, you look forward to it year after year. Just like buying Call of Duty every year and expecting a different game. Sports games. If you play sports games, you're probably a former high school athlete who thought they could go pro and didn't get enough attention from their father growing up. So you get off from your dead-end 9-to-5 job and go home to your divorcee pad and play sports games to try to recapture your former glory. Just because your ex won't let you coach your kids' sports teams because he doesn't want you anywhere near the kids doesn't mean you get to try to reclaim your former glory by playing a sports game. Riot Games. Now, if we know anything about games at all, which we don't, we know that talking about Riot Games can basically be split up into two separate categories. So in order to simplify this for all of you, I'm just going to go over each one at a time. Valorant. You're the type of person to date someone and then break up with them because they're too toxic, but then you get with someone who is even worse for you. Valorant is like if CSGO dyed their hair red and got a new piercing. CSGO is your toxic ex, and Valorant is your new partner who you think is all that until they catch you texting your toxic ex, and then they threaten to cut your head off in your sleep. League of Legends. If this is your favorite game, you need some real help. And I'm not just talking about uninstalling the game. I'm talking about going and seeing a professional therapist and maybe lighting your PC on fire. If you willingly choose to play this game still, we probably need to get you to an NA meeting because League of Legends is the gaming equivalent to hard drugs. You keep saying you're going to quit, but then you blink and 10 years go by, and you're still a hard-stuck bronze player with no friends, no job, and 4 banned accounts for extreme toxicity. Every day, you log on thinking you're going to win more than lose, but then you end up crying because a single person fed your first game, and you feel the same emptiness inside as if you just came off of a good high. Now, I can say all of these things because I myself have had an account banned from League of Legends, but that is not the point. World of Warcraft. I'm not writing this one all the way out because I don't want to write that much. You're the type of person who held on to their Blockbuster membership right until the last store closed. You still pay monthly for a game for some fucking reason, which probably stems from the fact that none of your online relationships have actually worked out, so instead you join an online polyamorous relationship, that way you can be in an elf-orc gnome sandwich. In the end, the games we play really define who we are as people. If I didn't touch on a game that you play more mainstream games and not fucking Rocket League, you unathletic car soccer playing fuck. If I really didn't though, just let me know down in the comments if you want to see me touch on other games, and I could turn this into a series or something. I don't know. Unless you guys don't want that, then fuck off. I'll see you next week.